my notes. This is the wrong.
I'm not allowed to recap, so I never volunteer.
Ina's recap privileges have been revoked.
Again? Because I thought they were revoked and then reinstated.
Yeah, but she fucked
Well,
up
it
so
actually-
badly they were revoked again.
Yeah, no,
Oof.
like I do have gotten better with my notes. I'm writing sentences instead of like just one or single words. But yeah, no, I try when I think I have good notes, it's not good enough. So no, I'm not allowed to recap.
Don't worry, Ina. I write full sentences of the key things that happen, and I'm still told, "Oh, you missed a bit." And apparently, some life-changing event happened in between, like two things that I thought were quite important.
Well, we were split up for most of session, so I have only written what Trix and Hattie has done anyway.
Yeah.
Fair.
Most of what we did was for us. We just got through the. I don't know where my notebook went. That's great.
Do I need to recap at this point?
Well, I was gonna say, I was
Right,
gonna.
Yes,
fine.
please, Lars.
Lars is recapping. Fine, Lars is recapping. He's the only
Sure,
one with so coherent. Oh, Lars, no, right. Lars can recap Alden in his side, and Travis, are you okay to do yours and Ina's?
I remember it for the most part. It will be a little rusty because I can't find my notebook.
No, that's fine.
I can do our side. I have a whole page dedicated to it.
Okay.
Right, I want to vote. Are we trusting her?
Ish.
Usually not.
She only needed notes for 2 people this time, so.
Yes, I have
Right.
focused on Trix and Hattie.
I will augment the notes if I remember anything specifically different.
Fine, Ina, you can have a chance, dear. Lars, you first. Then.
Okay, so Dimlem meets Aromina in the burning aftermath of snail killing. And they catch up on what's been happening while studying some peculiar eggs, discussing perhaps ideas of what would happen if would the eggs mutate if they did certain stuff to them and all that.
All that jazz.
There is a strange scent of the hells, weirdly enough, after killing the hell snails. But the scent still lingers in the air, and we come to like basically a split. And since Dimlim has some knowledge about the hells, he can pick out the general gist of what's at the end of each of them. If we were to go up, it would be cold and freezing, which Dimlim didn't think Aromina would like. So we went down to the gold instead. Then we reached a door where there was writing on the door, some in Abyssal and some in Celestial. Dimlem read the Celestial parts and Aromina read the Abyssal parts. And we concluded with that this is a trial for showing virtue and overcoming greed. So we put our hands on the door, it opens, and we are met with basically a room, and there's a pool of molten gold. And then there is a big ass glowing book that radiates power. It's a bit back and forth with should we look at the book? Should we look at the molten gold? What are we doing? And it ends up with Aromina going over to inspect the book while Dimlim is on the other side standing guard. Realizing there's nothing to guard against, Dimlim goes over to the book as well. And we find out that this is a relic of a bygone era and it radiates power. But neither of us can read it. So, a bit back and forth bickering, we pick up the book and sort of just put it in the back pocket of Dimlim, so he has a mighty glowing gluttus. And then
Mighty.
yes. And then we leave. Before we actually exit the room, we have the brilliant idea of trying to speed up the process of incubation by encasing the egg in molten gold. This, for reasons Curtis Aromina, which Dimlim is not aware of yet.
No one is. But
Hmm?
there are changes in her behavior.
We noticed. So we leave. It's worth knowing whenever you take up the molten gold, it turns into useless stone and falls back. So no mutated snail creature, which is actually a bird's egg, according to Aromina. We leave, and then we start hearing the voices of the others in the crew, and we move towards them. And we meet them. They are baffled about me radiating even more glory than usual
From your ass.
from my ass, and me blinding a
Casting
couple of
moonbeam.
people by opening the book and to see if they can read it, basically holding a 10,000 luminum flashlight to their face. And no one can read it, so I'm shutting it and putting it back into my pocket. Trix then drops some coins for reasons I don't really remember. And that triggers Aromina's unusual behavior. Dinah.
Romanars.
Yes.
Arominar.
Arominar-
No.
Romanar did steal from Trix, indeed.
Hmm.
Wow,
But yes,
one gold makes
while-
so much difference.
She doesn't even notice. But yes, while that happened, the rest of the party, aka Trix and Hattie, was stuck inside of another tunnel, facing a big open room, filled with like blood, gore. We could hear like rumbling rocks, and it seemed a bit sus. Hattie tested if it was like a no magic zone, if we were able to do magic in the room. And Trix, after finding out we can use magic here, Trix hovers over to the first pillar. Nothing particular happens, so Hattie follows along. And we kind of venture through the room. Pretty uneventful, except for the
Got stabbed a few times.
except for the not confirmed roper hitting and slashing us. But we got quickly out of the room. Trix reminisced about old adventures, since the room reminded her of a previous adventure. Which also followed the need to contact her dragons, and seeing as Hattie is a dragon, Trix used some questionable means to an end in order to contact it. Hattie didn't like it. Very, very understandable. I'm so sorry for that.
I mean, she's really not, but
When they cross over this chasm, meeting them on the other side is a vision. Trix does see a kobold candle holder placed on top of the ley line. which she is freaked about because the same candle holder is in her jacket pocket because she made it. They also see a dark version of V, and we hear the same voice from the nightmare speaking to us. I don't know what it spoke. I haven't written that.
I think it was indistinguishable.
At least it was a voice. The same from the nightmare. It vanished as quickly as it came. So Patty and Trix proceeded forward, maybe a bit more cautious, and meets up with the party at the end of the tunnel.
Which is where we meet our party once more.
See, I can recap if I want to.
Okay, fine.
So you're saying you haven't wanted to the other times? Is that what you're saying?
No, it's just I actually had understandable notes, so I remembered. It's all dependent on my mood.
Yes.
My notes, that is.
So before you stands 2 routes. One route further down the stairs in this direction feels cold and smells strangely of ferrite. The other route is the branching chamber from whence Aromanar and Dimblum came, which, as they are aware, is really quite an undistinguishable chamber apart from some dust, despite the fact that none of them trusted me on that.
Our magic didn't work in there.
Oh yeah, that too.
If we go that way, there's a room with I think it was 4 or 5 pillars in the middle, and there is another door. But I don't like that room because it takes away my magic.
Well, might I suggest we split up again?
Oh God.
New friends, new adventure.
How about this? Hattie, you come with me, and then you two go another way.
Exactly.
Why don't we all stay together for a bit? It's been kind of... I'm getting a little bit claustrophobic down here.
Hattie, I feel like we haven't gotten any character development.
It's less effective that way.
We can walk together, if that's what you want.
I can be your holding hand, mate.
You notice, actually...
We notice.
Oh, you don't notice shit. Never mind. No, not inside.
Why
would I
you
roll
don't
inside?
say something about us?
I meant that one. Oh, that one's not as good. Does anyone have an insight higher than 14?
I think
My
everyone.
insight is 29.
Well,
My passive
Trix,
insight's 23.
Trix is a passive insight of 13.
Yeah, seeing as this is
Everyone
directed
except Trix.
at you, the idea of leaving you gives Aromanar a lot of anxiety.
Who?
Oh, okay.
Directed at who?
Hattie.
Okay.
You're more than welcome to walk with me, but I think we should stay with the group.
She's very much next to you and closer than what is socially usual.
In the bubble.
Picking up. I'm
She is
picking
in
up
the bubble.
Dimblum is picking up tricks, and he starts walking this way.
Finally, my legs started to hurt.
Dimblum. Thank you.
Yes. Do I somewhat negate something?
You take 11 points of psychic damage.
But she doesn't heal because
She does.
She didn't step on
No,
it.
she crossed it.
It's
I
like
did
2
cross
feet
it.
wide.
You crossed it for me.
Yes.
So Trix gains 11 points of health.
Okay.
You lose she gains.
Perfectly. I actually need health.
How?
So
You need health.
It's
You
just
have
used.
been with the health giver this entire time.
Yeah, you
need
literally
help.
have been.
The giver of health.
I
can restore 44 health as a cantrip. Do you need health? How is Trix looking right now on a scale of 1 to 200?
She looks like she needs to sit down, but that is exactly what she's doing, sitting on Dimblum.
That's right. That's right. You have a...
Oh, you have exhaustion.
You have 2 points of exhaustion, if I remember correctly.
Yes,
I
a
do.
Romanar crosses the ley line.
Oh, which way? Oh, which way you going?
They sticking
Seeing
with just.
Okay, right.
How dare you move me?
Stay where the fuck you're told, bitch.
I
Seeing
wasn't
as-
told to stay anywhere.
A Romanar loses 10 health, Hattie gains 10 health.
A Romanar is just going where Hattie's going at this point.
I'm basically channeling it right back into a Romanar because that's how I do.
I am so curious why Trix and Hattie gains health and the two of you don't. I am so curious what the mechanism here is.
I think I know what it
Probably.
is. I think I
I'm wondering-
know what it is.
I wonder if it depends on what door you went through at the
I
beginning.
think it's because a Romanar and Dimblum are magic in the purest sense. We fuel our own magic, and we are no one's pawn. In the sense of where our
saying that
magic.
Hattie's a pawn?
But Hattie
I
is
think Travis
Hattie's
may have
magic.
issue with this.
Hattie's magic comes from divine places, and Trix's magic comes from not quite so divine places.
Profane places.
You
The
are.
sense of D&D is still divine.
Yeah.
This is actually a thought that a Romanar is having. This is actually a thought that a Romanar is having. Hattie and Trix, you guys are conduits for a greater power. Perhaps the ley lines are simply guiding power and magic through you. That's why you feel invigorated by them. Whilst Dimblum and I are our own source of magic. And that means maybe the ley lines are taxing on us more than rejuvenating.
Interesting. I like the
Is the ley line like crystals that is embedded in the
Yes.
ground, or is it like liquids?
No, it's crystals that seem to flow almost.
Okay. Is it possible to pick up, or is it solid?
It's solid.
I mean,
I want-
shouldn't
I want-
anyone have a pickaxe?
Of
Yeah, if I
course.
were to move Earth,
I wonder what happens if you try and scrape some off. I wonder if you could make a drug out of it.
you've got a point.
Yeah, of course that's where she's going with it. Who else saw that?
Trix jumps down from Dimblum and joins a Romanar at the next ley line here, and she will take out one of her daggers and start scraping on the ley lines to see what happens.
I was told not to move that far.
You're allowed to move that far now. Moving forward, you enter into a large chamber filled with crystalline ley lines which seem to converge at a central point. The stone passageways, and these are like small cliffs and passageways, seem to lead towards a central location and seem to cross over in multiple places with a beautiful pattern. You set a strange sense in this chamber that all is not as it seems, but you can't quite determine as to what yet. But there are more ley lines here than there have been in any other chamber.
I think I'm about to get an answer to my theory.
I think that's possible.
Oh.
There's this room feels strange. There's definitely something going on here.
Oh yeah, this room that stands out from all other rooms as more strange.
Let's try to cross it as little as we can. Is there enough space like here to
No.
go around?
I mean, that's like 4 inches of space.
Is this an elevation I can climb?
Yes, but you'll be blocked when you reach here. That is the only elevation you can go.
I
Any
cannot
elevation-
climb to that and then to that.
No, any elevation past 1 you cannot reach because there are stalactites and stalagmites coming from the top of the cave.
So it's not connected, but it's like this big.
Yeah.
If I hovered the entire line, would I just keep on taking damage?
I mean, it's a theory you can test.
We are right here.
Do I manage to scrape some ley line crystal dust off
What are you
with my
scraping it
knife?
with? Stay there a second. What are you
My
fucking
one,
there!
one
What are you? What are you scraping it with?
one of my daggers.
Your dagger will break the instant it touches it.
Was it one of your good daggers?
No, I don't have those. I don't use those for this. I have spare daggers.
As you attempt to dig into it, it shatters the blade into 1,000 tiny pieces.
Oh, don't be standing
Everyone
near
roll
that.
a deck
when that
save.
happens.
I am too far away.
No, you're not.
Ah, Dex, my best stat.
Ah,
Oof.
Hmm.
Ugh.
it's only a +2 because I'm an elf.
Well, shit. What dice is the dagger? A D6, isn't it?
It's
1d4.
a D4.
4.
It's. No, wait, no.
Yes.
Oh yeah, no, 1d4. 1d4, yeah.
1d4 +2 for me.
Each of you take 18 points of piercing damage. And an addition, and an
No, I
addition, and an
don't.
additional. Taking age to roll today. 26 points of psychic damage.
What's the psychic damage from?
The same thing.
Perhaps it shrieked upon breaking in such a way that it penetrated our minds.
Well, I suggest not putting your weapons on the ley lines. And she just holds the hilt of the blade.
The honest truth is, though, she's basically trying to fuck with pure magic, and she's making it airborne, and the sheer effect of pure magic is trauma.
No, I was wondering what the effect was coming from specifically.
Yeah,
like I said,
it's coming from her trying to break it open, basically.
it is from the, but it's coming from the ley lines
Yeah,
themselves.
It's clearly the damage that broke the blade.
Yeah, like I said, I was just wondering
Yeah,
what
no.
the mechanism for delivery was, because
It's
that would give us
literally
clues as to what's going on, maybe.
It literally
Tricks,
is that.
this-
So,
Okay.
Dimblum!
That was,
Sorry, Karen.
yes, maybe don't do that again. Ooh,
Trix, you already know I get migraines from Dimblum.
taking
Don't
bits
make
of
it
dagger
worse.
out.
Dimblum, that's 9 points
Hey.
of psychic damage. Also,
If
can
I-
you please make an... Yeah, an acrobatics... Roll, please. Acrobatics save. Roll acrobatics, please.
26.
As you begin to navigate the area you just bypassed, everything seems lighter, and your steps seem to almost jump further, and every movement you make seems less impeded by the Earth's push upon you. But you can just
Interesting.
about manage to keep your footing. Hattie's
This
just hitting
place-
people at this point.
I am brushing the damage off of them, like a good
This
mom friend would.
seems to
Pat.
have less gravitational force over here.
It's a degree of weightlessness.
Yes. So I suggest you step lightly. Well, you don't have a choice in here, I think, but be aware that this might turn out to reverse at some point.
Romana will walk to the next ley line down and walk very gingerly along it.
Along it?
Yes.
For how long?
Until here, where she can get a moment of respite. So about 3 squares until she steps off it again.
You could have gone there and down there.
Could have.
Oh, thank you for that.
My tippy toes
Romanor
were on
takes
it.
48 points of psychic damage.
You see her just trudging slowly. She's just gritting her teeth. Everything hurts,
Well,
but
actually,
she's
no,
gritting
they
her
don't, because
teeth.
you're past the cliff, so they can just hear grunting and moaning.
Oh yeah, you're just hearing Romana going.
Hattie and
Honestly, if
Trix.
that's
I'm
if that's what I heard, I'd be running down there to check on a Romanar.
fine.
Okay, Trix.
Well, she will follow Dimblum.
Oh, excellent. You gained some health then.
Yes, I did.
14 this time.
Amazing.
I'm going to. Do I? How many whatevers do I have left? Give me a
So
second.
yeah,
to check
Trix-
It's been a while. since
Trix
we
will
did
just-
resources.
Trix will just start
Walk
following,
the entire line.
Dimblum.
Yeah, she's just gonna walk on the ley line and heal as she goes along.
Yeah, she's gonna like accidentally stumble and cross the ley line here before she goes.
She's just rubbing it in at this
And
point.
healing. I should just be constantly standing on the ley line.
Okay, Hattie.
You could.
Hattie.
I'm basically going to just run after a Romanar like this, taking whatever points of healing I take, and then using healing hands on her.
Well, she's
So I can try to...
gonna take damage for all the time she's on the ley line, I'm gonna be honest. Just
Yeah, but I'm
informing you.
basically going to be absorbing it as it comes in. So it's still going to hurt, but not as bad.
Just taking the edge off.
Yeah, essentially.
It's funny because I'm losing health really slowly. In terms of, I'm losing a big chunk of health, but your healing hands heals most of that back, and then but not all of it. So I'm just losing like 2 or 3 health every tick from every time you heal. You can just see a Romanar like, okay, one last push.
This was a strange path for you to choose, but I suppose that's another problem for another day.
Dimblum.
So she steps. Yeah.
You will see Dimblum do his demon blaze to heal himself.
Of course.
You could have just waited 30 seconds and had a chat with the designated healer.
Sorry, but I can do this myself.
I know you can. I was just saying you could have.
Oh yes, Tricks, also please make an acrobatics saving throw. Or an acrobatics roll. Right.
Why is Malta barking so fucking much?
22.
You notice the same thing. You feel weightless and strange, as if your movements are less impeded by forces. You see, I'm at a quandary now, because a Romanar hasn't technically crossed the ley line.
That's what I was saying. I was going to say before Dimblum's turn that a Romanar is stepping to the edge before moving.
This is why I'm finding issue, because you're not technically crossing the ley line.
Yeah.
Yes, Dimblum, sorry. You
I
demonic
will
blaze.
Yes, to heal myself. That's gonna be up,
thank you.
so your damage is redundant because I'm just healing it back.
You're also going to cross that, are you? Can you please make a dexterity saving throw? Along with
Dexterity.
Tricks you the same.
I have a thing I would like to do in a moment.
It's a 22.
Which is a failure.
It's a bad one.
Both are failures.
Which is a success.
Yeah, you guys are 19 now. 22 is not going to necessarily save you.
Yes, 6, however, does.
I mean,
yes,
the max roll I can do is a 28.
Yeah, you see why 22 isn't necessarily going to save you now?
No, because 22 is still pretty high.
It is pretty high, but so are you guys.
None of them can reach. None of them can reach that if I can't.
I can't. The highest I can roll is a 21. This is an auto fail for me. There is nothing I can do to get higher.
I'm sorry, sometimes auto failures is a thing. There's nothing I can do about that.
I didn't expect an auto failure for walking.
Well, it's not the walking that you're auto failing on. So
I think it's something else, because if I had to do a dex save for something bad,
yeah, we will see. But yeah, a little bit caught off guard there.
What did you fail on? Is what we're about to learn.
Tricks and Dimblum, you feel a powerful earth tremor as you walk into the area. You are struck by falling debris and are knocked prone and 30 feet away. So let's deal with the damage first, shall we?
Oh, so she just basically gets slammed into the wall.
Yes.
You don't get slammed into me.
That's 53 points of bludgeoning damage.
Which is
that includes hitting the wall. That does include hitting the wall, so... Is
that 27 then?
Yes.
Or 26?
27. No,
okay.
Yeah. I'll heal 1 point then.
Dimblum, that's 69.
Ooh, nice.
And
I assume this is psychic.
No, bludgeoning.
Oh! We didn't take the same amount of bludgeoning.
No, it's each
Oh,
of you
yeah.
separately. Why is there an arcane eye on the field?
That's just me stating that at least a Romnar can see that this happens.
Okay. Okay, so Dim Dum will be set there. Also, the pair of you, can you please make acrobatics rolls now? Because you have gone back into the weightless zone.
Not one!
Oh, fuck!
It's a 30.
Okay, that's a success. I'm gonna level with you.
It better be.
It's not your idea what the fuck I'm doing. I'm not that cruel. Trix, you... You lose your
Starts floating.
Yeah, you lose your footing and start floating aimlessly around.
I will grab
Grab
hold
me.
of her.
A Romanar.
Seeing them be disturbing the ley lines and then being repulsed and hit by rocks, it's trapped. I don't know if you just saw that, but Dimblum just went flying. There's not a lot of things that can make Dimblum go flying, but this certainly has.
I can
heard
make
it, and
myself go flying.
Immediately changed my plans.
Hear from around the corner. It's very echoey in this chamber.
Yeah, it's incredibly echoey in this chamber, so whatever you're saying is probably reverberating quite heavily.
May I fucking try something here?
You can certainly try.
A Romanar has one expelled 9th level spell slot. She will put a hand down on the ley lines in an attempt to absorb the magic to refill that 9th level spell slot. And see if in any way that dims or shuts off the magic at work here.
I'm going to call this as a
Insta
design
death.
intervention almost, so roll a d100.
Okay.
If you roll lower than your spell save DC, you succeed.
Okay. That is actually doable.
You say that and you do what I do. You roll
However,
incredibly high.
I rolled
I hope,
50% off.
I hope your spell DC is a 52.
Yeah, I did that and I rolled a 99, so I really can't say anything.
I couldn't, yeah.
I rolled the
25.
second worst divine intervention roll. Short
Yeah,
of 100.
my DC is 25, so that's not it.
Yeah, which gave you a decent chance of actually succeeding.
Yeah, it was a 1
Yeah.
in 4.
Yeah, so, but not gonna lie, this is gonna hurt.
Good thing you have the healing.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
have the
same.
perfect
Wicked.
person next to you.
Good thing I got the pocket cleric.
Yes, a pocket healer. We do love ourselves pocket healers.
You will take 37 points of force damage
Mm-hmm.
and take 2 points of exhaustion.
Alright, you just see a Romanar fall back onto her back, just like...
into Hattie's arm.
Oh, that...
I was gonna say probably into Hattie holding.
Yeah,
you.
Yeah.
Hattie's probably like right there to grab you and just tapping
Yeah,
you.
you see a Romanar...
I've been hovering.
Yeah.
Yeah, you see a Romanar clutch her heart. She's like, oh, that didn't work at all.
I think we've determined already that touching those is generally bad.
No, I was onto something. I was onto something. I swear to the gods, I was onto something. Just not strong enough.
What were you trying to do over there?
Yes, your grandmother like that.
If I tell you what I was gonna do, you're gonna kill yourself doing it. So I'm not telling you.
Actually, no, Trix
Well-
might not.
Well, I'm curious now. What did you do?
I tried to fuel myself off the ley lines. I touched it and I tried to absorb the magic. If you want to do it, maybe call out to, if it's Cyric or whoever your patron is, do something.
Or maybe don't, because it went very badly for a Romanar.
Yeah,
Okay,
it's
okay,
worth-
okay.
I'm going to
Established
flavour it as the force damage literally pushed the Romanar into Hattie. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
Hey,
Would-
Dylan, can you
No. To put it in layman's terms, my body would have exploded if it wasn't for my magical strength.
Dimblin, can you get me closer to the ley lines? I have a bit of a
Not
loose
me
footing.
inviting you to do it.
And I'm just.
Stop telling her not to do it. Have you learnt nothing?
This is my reasoning. These ley lines have a very different effect on Trix and Hattie, so
That's
I'm not
true.
that afraid of doing this. But you will see as Dimblem pushes Trix down, he will let go of her, so he's not connected.
Well, at the
And
moment,
Trix will
at the moment
Wait,
Trix
is he doing?
floating.
Is he doing that thing?
I am picking up a rock and I'm putting a rock on
Well,
top.
I was gonna say Trix will like try and get some sort of like holding on the ground. I assume it's dirt and like shit. There's rocks that is embedded in the ground.
The instant you pick up the rock, it begins to float.
I was gonna say, is this like how some cat owners do when their cat like poops or pisses inside, and they just take the cat and like stuff its face into it? Is this just what Dimblem is doing? He's just like holding Trix, just like fucking lick that ley line.
My idea was my idea was that when Dimblem like pushes her down to the ground, like because Trix is like in this corner here, she will like just try and like grab a hold of like the edge of a rock or something of this heightened thing. Like there should be some sort of like cracks or anything that she can hold on to and then reach to the ley line with her other hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was the idea.
That's fine, apart from the fact you're floating. You're not on the ground, love.
Yeah, that's why I'm pushing her down.
Yeah, that's why Dimblem is pushing me down.
Okay.
Yes.
Right, what are you doing?
So, well, I want to first of all touch the ley line first, and then I want to like slowly but steadily like let my magic flow to the ley line to see what happens. But not like much, not like big deal. Like she just wants to see what happens.
Oh, okay.
So she would like to try the exact same thing that Aromada did. Just
you gain 10 points of temporary health and take a point of exhaustion.
No.
This is why I wanted to do this first. Because
you're going to die from exhaustion.
Because here's the thing. I have this amazing thing I got the last time we shopped at Nemetz. I have a potion of vitality. So, when she takes the point of exhaustion, she realizes this doesn't quite help her. She will reach into her pocket and drink a potion of vitality. Which, as you can read, does that. So,
exhaustion,
it removes my exhaustion.
Nice.
Hattie?
Mm-hmm.
So, what did I see from this angle? I saw rocks fall and push everybody back?
Yeah, you saw like a seismic repulse, basically.
Okay, so more of like a magic pulse of some kind, pushing them off.
Coming from the ground.
Okay, and it was...
That caused rocks to basically fly and hit them as well.
Yeah, there were rocks involved, but it wasn't a rock slide. It was magic. Okay.
I have an idea.
Oh God.
That's good because I'm not sure.
Yeah.
Maybe we should check the other way first and see if there's something that shuts off this mechanic.
Hey, Dimblem, do you want to throw me towards that thing? You know, with my floating, I might actually reach the top.
Then I shall do so.
Amazing! This is why I like you, Dimblem. You go along with my ideas.
I just take her and with a 25 in the strength check, I just shock her.
Okay, dex save with disadvantage because you're currently in the air being thrown.
You have very little control over the situation.
Yeah, you really have no control.
Both rolls were bad.
Excellent, thank you for that.
You see a gnome coming flying and just...
How far do I reach then?
I was going to say, Dimblem and Trix have left Romanar's peripheral vision, and now suddenly I just see a flying gnome.
It's at this point, you are repulsed once more for 40 points of bludgeoning damage. As Trix goes flying over the heads of Hattie and the Romanar.
Ew.
Yeah, I was
I knew that would happen.
I would
I'm
like
not
to
done.
throw my shield up to kind of half catch her, so at least she
Okay.
doesn't fly past.
I'm trying to roll more dice, but it's being really super slow, so I don't know what's going on there. Oh, and 60 points of force damage.
Are you catching her? Like, what's that fucking American high school game where they have like the rackets that you like throw balls
Lacrosse?
with? Lacrosse. Are you
Yeah.
doing it like a lacrosse
Are
thing?
you
More or less.
crossing her?
Trying to grab her.
Just shield
Well-
arm up to try
Yeah.
to catch her.
I mean,
I mean,
that's-
she's
that's
small.
Like, that's like a reflex to your level, so I'm fine with you just doing that. you hit
I have
at
an
his shield.
Yeah. You
I have an important question though.
Yes.
Is Trix still floating?
No.
Okay. She will stand up and she will look over at Hattie and the Romanar. Well, I am taking too much damage and trying out more ideas. Come up with something.
You're seeing
Healing
a woman
hands.
touching her chest.
Like,
yeah.
in Hattie's arm at this point.
Yeah, Lady and Hattie's arm touching her chest. Not entirely
Just
sure
like
if she's having a heart
this.
attack.
Healing hands on a Romanar, healing hands on Trix, 44 points to each of you, and then, I don't think this way is going to work. Let's see if there's another method around. There were multiple hallways to check.
There are
So,
more rooms.
let's
It
not
might-
die throwing ourselves at this like fools.
If I
This-
can't kill
yes,
you
this
with
might
enemies,
be-
I'll hurt you with traps.
This is most definitely something that we have to unlock somehow. There are more rooms to look at.
Here is my theory, and correct me if I am wrong, but I can see it looks like these ley lines all converge and flow around the area here. So, given that, it looks like they may be conduits of power of some kind, channeling weave energy into here. Is that sound viable, Aromanar?
It does. It does
So,
make sense.
If there's
this is
channels, there may be ways to turn them off.
It's just that this is it's a very organic sort of construction. I've never seen. The weave flows very naturally through most of nature, through stone, through creatures, through living beings. So a construct like these ley lines is uncommon. It shouldn't be natural, but it is entirely organic.
It may not be organic. It may have been put here with a reason. It may have been built. Remember, there are things far older and more malleable than even we are.
You're
It
right.
could have been built still just the same.
You're right. I mean, the point being, if this is some sort of magical network, the lines go somewhere, and they're
Are we
connected
just
to
in the
something.
Argus network right now?
Yeah, this is the hub of the Argus network.
What we haven't noticed is over that plinth in the middle is just like a big picture of Mark Zuckerberg.
How dare
You
you?
will
Well,
see.
so-
you
so-
will see as Dimlim rounds the corner. He will lightning lure Trix as to catch his ball back for 13 points of lightning healing as he just takes his ball back and puts you on the shoulder. And he,
Hattie, you heal for 10 health.
I am at full and have been for a hot minute.
Yeah, a Romanov will climb here and then get over, so to not touch the ley lines at all.
I'm heading down this direction, the other way.
Oh.
You all can follow if you like, but I'm going to poke around this way for a bit.
I'm not going anywhere near any ley lines. Bye.
That's understandable.
Oh look,
Well,
a ley line!
Fuck.
Well, I could have followed you, but Dimblum seems to be quite needy these days, she yells as Dimblum rounds the corner. Being dragged
seemed
over.
like the least effort.
I'm gonna have
So,
a bit of a
alright.
poke around this area just so we know what's down here.
As you poke around a little bit, oh,
Sorry, I'll stop.
that's fine, you're fine. As you
Penny
poke
wink.
around a little bit, acrobatic saving throw, please.
Acrobatics, the best thing. What was it?
I-
Actually
Acrobatics roll.
crossed the line.
I'd like to imagine that every
Yeah.
time a Romanar is about to cross a ley line now, she does like
Lunges.
divers. Yeah, she does like divers
It's
do
sufficient.
before they jump into cold water. They go,
But it's
Then as
sufficient
she
that you
goes-
feel slightly weightless, almost. As you're poking around, you can see these ley lines.
Reflexively, 10-foot pole to the ceiling.
Okay. It's not 10 foot, but yeah.
No, I have a 10-foot pole.
No, I'm saying the ceiling's not 10 foot. As
That's
you're
fair.
having a look around, all you can see is that the ley lines seem to delve deeper and deeper into the ground. But you don't really
Okay.
see any form of way of entry.
Yeah, I'm just getting a feel for the room. Probably 2 or 3 minutes behind the others as I just kind of poke around and go, well, there's not really anything down here either. Just more of the same. It's about what I expected, but I was hoping that there would be, an off switch or something somewhere.
More health.
Here comes
More
the
health.
cleric.
I'm
I'm
rolling
gonna
it
go ahead
because I
and-
have to roll it mechanically. That's the only reason, literally.
Yeah, no, that's fine.
Hold on.
I'm-
Thank you. Hold on. 1,
Less health.
2, 3. Right.
I'm taking the 14.
No, I've got an order in my head.
Oh.
Aromanar, you cross first, so the first one is yours. It's 11 points of damage. Dimblum, 7 points. And, Einar,
Tricks.
14 points. Tricks, yeah,
Of
14
healing.
points. Oh,
Here
And I crossed it as
comes
well.
Hold on,
Cleric.
Hattie. 9 points of healing. Because you so need
Here
it.
comes.
Yep.
Here comes the cleric.
No.
Doo-doo-doo-doo.
No.
I will
should
walk-
I should warn you that this next chamber is sort of anti-magic.
Okay, I shall prepare. Whew.
Before we get to it, one last healing hands on Aromanar and on Dimblum, because they seem to be the ones taking damage.
Yeah, as you walk
Thank
into the
you.
chamber, you feel like everything magical is repressed and you can't feel any connection to anything.
I can't feel my leg.
Fucking hell. Sorry,
I-
that
Tricks
was me by
will
surprise.
like just.
I know a
Tricks
bit about-
will.
I know magic.
Yeah.
Similar.
Trix will, as we enter the room, just because she's like a 3-year-old. If you tell her you can't do shit, she will still test it out. So she'll like on Dimblum's shoulder, like flick her hands to see if she can produce a flame.
Yeah, nothing happens. But sore fingers.
Dimblum, get me out of this room! I'm useless.
Yeah, that was the point. And he will just walk around a Romina that seemed to have stopped.
Yeah, because it's the ley line, and the Romanar doesn't like ley lines.
Aromanar is 2 levels of exhaustion and hurts every time she crosses one of these. So she stops and goes, ooh.
Dimblum, 10
One
points
more.
of damage.
I'm going to step past it
Tricks,
and give
5
you a
points of
hand to
healing.
help you across.
Hattie, I'm rolling anyway. 5 points of healing.
Is this a door
Oh,
or
a
is it
Romanar
just...
crossed at last.
Yes,
13 points.
it's fine. She healing hands as we walked across. I should be okay.
Yeah.
Not as we walked across, because we're in the anti-magic room.
Yeah, no, there's
Yeah.
no healing hands.
But I helped you across just the same. Once
Yeah.
we get out, I will attempt to heal you back.
Is this
I
How
hope
did
the
it be
13 points
door?
doesn't
right
kill
now?
you, even though I know you're a wizard.
Is this a door?
It is a open door.
Okay, I'm walking through the open door.
Look, more ley lines.
Yes. Dimlin doesn't give a shit about the ley lines.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, another ley line.
Come on, Aromanar. I know you're getting worn out.
So, Dimblum, 19 points of damage.
What? Where did you get 19 from?
I
I rolled a
honestly don't-
9 and a 10.
I rolled really well. Tricks, 10 points of healing. Hattie, 11 points of healing. Romanar, 13 points of damage. Howden, you're not enjoying
Okay.
this right now.
Closely followed by 44 points of healing.
I'm going to see if I can flick up a healing spell at this point and
You
try
can-
to restore.
You cannot.
Still anti-magic, okay.
I will still walk.
Oh, hold on. Dimblum,
Yes.
Tricks. When it rolls it. I have a macro for 2d10s at this point.
I am finally over 200 health again.
What?
You've been missing so much health for so long, and you were with the cleric the entire time.
Well,
See,
to be fair, no.
See,
I hit over
was
once,
over.
but before that, she also yeeted herself into space twice.
Yeah.
Yeah, because here's the thing, I was at 200 when Hattie healed, and immediately Trix went off on an adventure, got
And took
hit for over
144 points
100
of
points. Yeah, I got hit by a fuck ton of damage, and turned around, and but, like, it's fine. She has ley lines.
Don't say that to a Romanar. Please don't say that to a Romanar.
You also know that you have a cleric that can drag you back from the brink of death very easily.
No,
Like,
it's
you realize that
Please,
Romnar
open.
is a power hungry wizard. Like, she fits into that stereotype, so
Yes, it
it's
is open.
undeniable that she's a little bit jealous that this thing that is pure magic, that should be her fucking forte, is harming her and healing you, and you don't even speak the language of magic. A little bit miffed, we should say.
Both of us, I imagine,
You
yeah.
should try to convince the ley lines to be nicer.
Maybe you should. Maybe we should try some diplomacy on them.
Persuade
When
the
my-
ley lines.
When my healing hands fails to cast again, when I can't spark up that divine healing that I normally have on call, instead I'm going to reach into my pack and hand a basic potion of healing to a Romanar.
Oh, thank
It's not much, but it might help a little bit.
you. It'll take the edge off for a second at least.
Have we
Stop.
largely
I-
assumed that the door was open?
The door was. I
Yes.
told you, just stop there.
Oh,
before
okay.
I can like describe what's going to go on.
I assume, do I see the shift of air that happens in this door?
Yes.
I
Oh,
will
oh,
then
roll.
I will then blaze myself again.
The last one's just for. Yeah, there you go.
Okay. Then
As you enter the
She
room,
drinks the potion as she crosses.
as you enter the room, it feels musty,
Like
and
slamming a monster.
oddly warm. The stone chamber itself seems to have a much lighter hue than the rest of the chambers you've seen, which seems to be given mostly by a strange formation of glowing crystals on almost a earthen pedestal here. On this wall seems to be an artifact you've seen before. It seems to be almost a round dais portal with something underneath it, and an empty hole in the middle. The rest of the chamber is dominated by 3 large black basalt. Hold on, am I lagging?
no, you are not.
Roll 20 is lagging though.
Healing hands on a Romanar, assuming I can. With the shift in the floor, I'm again
why
trying to
is
spark up that healing.
Romanar
There
on
you go,
top of the rocks?
I don't know.
Because I'm lagging and I'm using the arrow keys to move, and
Oh.
Okay.
3
where I end up is like 3 moves ahead of
Sorry.
where I can see.
3 large black basalt edifices with statues and stairs upon each, which appear to be some sort of mausoleum. In the centre seems to be a large stone circle with a eerie glow within it. There are 2 brazen torches beside each basalt mausoleum.
Should
Does
we-
the glowy thing feel the same for Trix as it does for example, a Romanar? I'm
Would you-
purely
how would you
considering
know?
the magic, like Trix being the evil and a Romanar being like yin yang kind of. But does this stone feel the same to both of them? Is what I'm trying. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah, I do understand what you mean. So my roll
Yeah.
just reloaded.
Huh.
Huh.
I'm also,
It's
as soon as I...
super laggy, so I don't know if that's why.
It's mostly okay for me,
It
which
does
is
not
Yeah,
lag
really
for
weird.
me.
It does not like for me either.
For me, if I press any key or any macro or even type in chat, it takes a full 20 seconds before it shows up for me.
Stop
Oof.
doing that.
So when you guys are like, "Oh, you entered this room," and I'm like, "Room?"
Yes, room.
Yeah, no, my roll 20 is fine. Maybe try another browser.
Yeah, it's
No,
been alright
never.
for me.
Yeah.
I think I'm all right
Never,
now. It just had a moment.
Just
never
had a
any
moment.
other than Opera GX. Opera GX forever, baby.
I turned
Uh,
off like 75% of Opera GX, and now it works good, or at least fairly good. Remember, I told you
Yeah.
before I was having
Oh.
some big issues with it.
we are
Yeah.
You're
supposedly
driving.
meant to look here.
Sorry, I did that.
Yes.
No, I did that because the stream and the recording has to be in a certain place to see. So the easiest way for me to do that, because I have two instances open, I have the player instance open and the DM instance. So the easiest way for me to move my player instance is to just focus ping the players.
That works.
It's just the easiest way.
So, I have a thing to do once we're all kind of back to functional.
Well, I'm perfectly functional now.
Well, I do want
Um,
to answer my question first, if that's all
What
right.
was your
Go
question,
for it.
Dinah? Sorry. Does it feel the same was your question, wasn't it?
Yeah, like, because you said it was eerie. Is it like a common eerie, or is it eerie for the others because it is an evil thing,
It's
which
not.
tricks could potentially differentiate?
It's not the eerie.
Air.
It's not eerie evil feeling. It's more eerie the feeling of death and old, like undisturbed, that kind of feeling.
Like ancient
Yeah,
Dang.
if you walked
power.
if you walked into a tomb that had been sealed for millennia, that kind of feeling.
Moldy.
Okay. So it's like
Wonderful.
ancient eerie. It's
Yeah.
not like evil eerie. Yeah, because that was my question with, like, does Trix feel different about this
You
than
do
the
notice,
others?
however, there's a severe lack of ley lines in this room.
There is
Except
one.
there.
There's one. That's it.
We can still damage ourselves.
I mean, you can, but it's behind something. So
This is where Dimlim chooses suicide. No.
each
But yes,
each of the
Well
daises and
removed.
the mausoleums has in its centre a canticle, a large brazier bowl, filled with
So-
black dirt.
Maybe we should read that. And Dimlim points to this thing.
That's the large open portal with no exit.
Oh, okay.
So,
Uh,
immediately upon seeing what looks like 3 tombs of sorts, my immediate instinct was to go Eyes of the,
Great.
what is it? Eyes of the Grave.
you okay, bro?
Which is that I can see any undead as long as they are not behind total cover within 60 feet. So it's just to check that there's nothing
You
undead,
can't see any undead.
ghosts lingering or things like that. Okay.
Yeah, but the 3 towering mausoleums do dominate the room, and are each of them is adorned with intricate carvings depicting some sort of paragon or someone to be revered.
So,
Are the depictions in any way recognizable to I, for instance?
No,
Or
Also,
you do not even know what civilization's architecture these things belong to. It's alien to you.
Is there any role I can make for that?
You can roll history, but I'm going to be honest, I don't even think you can make the roll to figure this out.
we
I
shall
feel like it's worth trying.
see. No, I cannot.
28.
No.
24.
Damn it.
We have the same plus in history.
In theory,
do.
you could have both made the roll, but neither of you did.
We
Ah.
keep on rolling until we make it.
Because this is so obscure and old that actually knowing it is... There's probably like 3 people in the whole of Faerun that
it's
know it, and you're not one of them.
It's the 4 a.m. You've forgotten why you started looking at YouTube, and you're now on video number 13, going down some rabbit hole that you couldn't even explain. Obscure.
Yeah.
why do I care about the history of Sonic the Hedgehog in
Yeah,
1987? And who is Larry Boysenberg? I don't know.
Dimlim, will walk up to one of these and inspect it.
Okay. Apart from the large canticle on it, this one has an image of a large, stalwart man of stone standing resolute, and has the inscription Tharmak the Unyielding. A mighty warrior from a distant land where mountains loom and large valleys stretch. He was renowned for unwavering determination and unyielding strength that earned him the title of Tharnak the Unyielding. Throughout his life, Tharnak defended his homeland from countless invaders, standing firm against the tide of battle like a towering pillar of stone. His commitment to protecting his people and preserving the nature of his homeland made him a beloved figure among his kin. When the first time for the ancient guardian to be chosen, Thermac was chosen to embody the strength and resilience of Earth itself, becoming the guardian of stone.
What was the title? Tharnak the Invader?
Tharmac the Unyielding.
Unyielding.
The
I'm gonna show it to you though,
invade.
That is what the statue looks like as well.
Seems like a
It looks like you, Dimblum.
Yeah, there is a distinct similarity.
Does he look like Dimblum?
No, he doesn't.
He does now, as I turn into what this looks like.
Is the statue like a race that is recognizable? Like,
No.
or does it seem like a depiction of an ancient civilization type of?
You can do a history roll to try and discern if you've ever seen or heard of it.
I have a +4 in history. I will.
You can try.
Not even with a crit.
Means.
I mean, as a player, and this is probably what a Romanar would take from it as well. I'm feeling Goliath, based on name and the physique of the statue, but also realizing that this might be so ancient it's beyond Goliath's. She's not married to the idea.
Could be primordial. Could be
It could
some
be
sort
a
of
golem.
elemental between them.
Yeah. Like it could straight up be a
Well-
golem, but she's like, okay, well, she sees where Goliaths might draw some culture from here.
Let's have a look at the others. And he will
Yes,
go over here.
Hattie. What does yours say?
I am over here. What I'm actually going to do is a slightly strange move for myself.
Oh, God.
But I'm going to cast
Dog.
guidance on myself and start drawing that little bit of divine thread of inspiration that I can. And then I'm going to just close my eyes, take a deep breath, and then step forward and begin to examine what I see here.
Then in that case it would be, because you're using that, it would be religion for you.
Okay.
High roll. High
Well,
roll.
he is a cleric,
roll.
so
High roll.
We will see what it is. It's
Well,
High-ish. High
plus a d4.
High-ish.
plus a d4. So 2 points. 22 points total.
22.
It's just examining and seeing what's going on here. I'm not necessarily trying to remember everything. Just I want to feel for who this was and what this, especially seeing as I have a bit of a tie to the grave.
the description itself will speak for itself, but apart from that, you really can't discern much apart from the fact that this individual was clearly a human.
Okay.
May we get some
Okay,
script?
can I just state I want to slide off Dimblum. I want to move my own accord.
Why would you ever do that?
Are you going to look
Because
at the
trees-
inscription, Travis?
Yeah, no, I was. Yeah.
I'm just checking.
Yep.
Alaric was a sage who devoted his life to the pursuit and harmony and equilibrium of all things. Born into a world torn asunder by strife and discord, he dedicated himself to the study of philosophy and arts of diplomacy, seeking to bridge the divides that separated warring factions and bring about a lasting peace. His calm demeanour and keen intellect earned him respect of kings and scholars alike, but he became known far and wide as Alaric the Balanced. Throughout his travels he sought to restore balance to the world, mediating conflicts and reconciling differences with a steady hand and an open heart. When the time came to select a guardian to embody the principles of balance and stability, Alaric was the natural choice, becoming the guardian of stability.
I like this one.
Sorry, not to derail, but I really like the fact that I just noticed that Dimblum's name in chat is Dimblim.
Blim, blim.
Dimblim.
Dimblum.
Not Dimblum. Dimblim. Dimblim the wall.
Where?
Start typing again, Lush, and it'll say at the bottom of the chat. Then it'll say Dimblim
What?
the wall is typing. Well, no, it doesn't.
Wait.
Because under his
Give me
name
a
it
second,
says
I was
Tim Lem.
trying to
No, his
get
name
the
is
senses
right.
out. And
There we go. There it is. Dimblim the wall is typing.
Okay, that's funny.
Right, I'm guessing, Dimblum, you're going to look at the last one.
Yeah, like I was saying, a Romanar
Yes.
does a better job of role-playing exhaustion than Trix does, and is sitting
Yes.
down and grabbing, like, taking deep breaths, and does not want to do anything. Also, ability checks are at disadvantage. She's not fucking doing anything from here on.
I am looking, reading out loud.
The statue of this individual appears to be a woman, and from her garb alone you can notice that she's some sort of druidess. The inscription reads, Alara was a druidess who roamed the vast forests of the world, her footsteps leaving a trail of life and vitality in her wake. From a young age she possessed a deep connection to the natural world, spending her days communing with spirits of the forest and nurturing the land with her gentle touch. As she grew older, her powers blossomed like flowers in the spring, weaving the threads of life into a vibrant tapestry of greenery and growth. Her wisdom and compassion earned her the title Alara the Verdant, and she became a beacon of hope for all those who sought solace in the embrace of nature. When the time came to choose a guardian to represent the boundless potential of growth and renewal, Alara was the natural choice, becoming the guardian of growth.
So they were all defenders.
Sorry, I realised I didn't show Arik here.
Is there any pamphlets for the orb thing?
Pamphlets.
Or not
Yes,
pamphlets.
there's
Plaques,
some
plaques,
people are
pamphlets.
coming. You
Yeah,
see,
come join the Guardians!
Some
have
high
dental.
school student. Some
I meant
high school student is walking around.
I meant plaque. You know what I mean,
See a
not pamphlet.
pamphlet
plaque-
in front of you.
Not pamphlet, but a plaque.
A plaque for what, Aina?
For the orb, like, or is there any inscriptions or anything around
you're
this?
the first one to look into it. Down below you see 3 small brown...
Children.
Yeah, I put 3 small brown children in a well. Because I'm a hideous racist, apparently. They kept asking for water, so I put them in a well.
I see.
And then you looked in on them
what?
and said, well, well, well.
Yeah, well.
I see 3 what?
Not 3 brown
Small
children,
brown-
I'd like to openly state this. 3
Three?
small brown paraboloids, or,
The fuck
Cone
is a
shapes.
paraboloid?
A parabola, parabole,
yes. It's a paraboloid.
paraboloid, multiple of them.
Yes, a paraboloid.
Specifically 3-dimensional, so it'd be like, think of a half an egg.
Yeah.
Think an egg chopped
Do
in half would be a
they
paraboloid.
look like
Bullet.
chewingas?
No, they do not look like Chewinga.
Again, they are the shape of a parabole, like a disc.
Oh,
Like an egg cup.
Yes,
Three-dimensional,
Oh.
right?
yes,
oh,
Yeah.
so it's not a creature.
like a Djuptallerken.
Probably not.
Okay.
No, it's a paraboloid, dear.
Yeah, Djuptallerken, a wide,
Yes,
Dish.
we get it. I
a
would
deep dish.
say
Pizza.
Of all the things I expected to see here, this was not one of them.
Paraboloids were not in your making.
Now,
A paraboloid is like a
Does-
cone, a
does
rounded
it
cone.
look
Yeah.
safe for me to
It's just me
hover
going too
down
far.
there?
I should have just said a cone, really, shouldn't
Mm.
I?
Does it look
A traffic
safe
cone?
for me to
Polished rock.
hover down?
Pardon?
Does it look safe for Dimblum to hover down?
It's not deep in the slightest. It's no more than sort of 3 foot deep.
Which means Trick could drown, but
Is there water
3
in the
foot- Yeah, it's
well?
like everyone in the
Yes.
party is always like 3 feet is deep. It's enough to drown the little one.
I mean, Trix is over 3 feet, isn't she?
I don't think she is.
No, I don't think so.
she's just above. She's 3.1.
Yeah,
Feet.
she's 3
Yeah.
feet.
Ah.
Yeah, so-
I
drowns.
I imagine like she can tiptoe and like tilt her head back so her nose is like
Like
barely
snorkeling.
above water. Yeah. So, but she has to tiptoe.
These strange, I'm just going to call them cones now, because apparently Paraboloid threw everyone but Travis. The 3 cones seem to be suspended in sort of a green-hued mist rather than fog, really.
Don't. I see you all looking at that. Don't reach in just yet. This feels like a place of reverence, and you may be disturbing something very important.
There are
I,
three.
Whether to us or
rather.
not, but to someone
Yes,
else.
I
three
was
codes.
not. I was not thinking about reaching in there.
You
But I
may have
was.
been.
Romana will close
Is it
her
the-
eyes
You
and sit
take
down
that for what you want.
and she'll turn herself around from sitting on the edge of it to actually facing into the pit, and she'll go from just crisscross applesauce relaxed to meditation, and she
Trix
will
will touch the
try
mist.
and
Oh,
connect
for God's sake.
with the cones in any way, because her thought process now is 3 statues, 3 cones. There should be something linking them.
As you touch the mist, vines.
I'm not
and-
touching.
No, I know.
I am touching.
Oh,
Vines and leaves will begin to
Sorry.
wrap around your arm.
What is wrapping around my arm?
Vines,
Vines?
and leaves.
No,
Guys,
that's
look at
rude one.
this.
that's
This
the
is something
druid.
nature, and she's
would-
like being amazed by the thing that
They
wraps
sort of- they
around
sort
her
of
arm.
Wrap around and begin to move up your arm.
This
That's-
is amazing, guys. And she's mesmerized and like
Is she
She's-
being dragged down?
No, she's not being
Okay.
dragged down. I mean, if I drag Trix down, she drowns.
Yeah.
Tempting though it
Okay,
is.
so-
Dimblem's over there. So that's
Hmm.
fine. With my insight, what do I see with whoever's deception they rolled?
You can see that Dimlim was very much going to touch one of them until Hattie said otherwise.
Trix wasn't going to until Hattie said so, and then she just had to.
Yeah, don't say don't do
Yeah.
something because Trix will do the thing you told her not to do deliberately after the fight.
To be fair, this is why I merely encouraged not doing it. I never said you can't. I just said it's probably not a great idea.
At which point it's
This is actually a theme with Hattie. She always goes, "This is probably not a good idea," which
You're all
worked
adults
out
too.
because it means Trix doesn't jump on it.
yeah, it's like the middle ground. At which point I think it's prudent to take a 5-minute break.
Yeah.
Balance in all things.
Okay, now we're back.
Couple of things once we're back. Trix has plants growing up her arm now.
Indeed, she does.
And I would like to start trying to make a sort of connection, seeing as I have a bit of a tie to death and life, etc. What I would like to do is I would like to know if these are tombs or memorials, and if they are tombs, how the paraboloids are tied in. If this is some sort of, were they cremated and then encased in this shape? Like, are these remains, or are they just tokens, or what?
Okay.
I would like to know a little more about what's up.
I will answer that, but I need to add one more thing to Ina's because I forgot. Ina, you can also hear the sound and the you can also hear the sounds of animals and the woodland in your head as plants grow up your arm. By the way. In answer to your question, Travis, it's religion. It's not too hard for you, so life and death. You believe it's both. These are mausoleums, but they are also monuments to these individuals.
Okay.
A mausoleum is a fancy grave.
Yeah,
Yes.
the paraboloids seem to represent some form of life yet to grow, basically.
Okay.
Whether or not I get that answer from Hattie, I did state before the break that a Romanar is mentally reaching out to either one of the paraboloids that Trix hasn't fucked with yet.
You get no response from them.
So it does need to be
They seem to be
physical.
inert.
Do I feel anything having these vines climbing up my arm? Do I feel like an energy
Itchy.
of some sort radiating or enveloping me?
You feel itchy.
Yeah, you apart from feeling
It
itchy,
is
you do
actually
feel like
not of it.
that it's almost like a time bomb. If you don't do something, you will be overtaken by this verdant foliage.
Oh, it's not a friendly grasp.
It never stated.
Well, it is. So,
Ina took it as friendly.
It's not
yeah,
unfriendly
Trix does take.
at this point.
Yeah, because Trix has taken this as friendly, but
Wild.
does she get like an urge to step away from this, or does she?
You get an urge to put the seeds somewhere.
Trix,
I will.
your hand
Pick,
is already
I will
in
pick
there.
up Trix and I will walk over here.
Put it on.
I am not consenting to
soil.
being picked up.
It
Well, then
doesn't
it's a strength off.
matter.
Then it's a
You
strength
weigh
off.
30 pounds.
I am
Yeah.
straight offing you.
Weigh
Yeah,
nothing.
you no. Here's the thing.
Actually-
it's a strength off. Dimblum gets a natural advantage because of your weight, and you are at third level of exhaustion.
No, she's
No,
not. She has no.
I am not.
Oh yeah, that's me.
I drank the potion.
Of course you did.
Oh, that
yeah,
was saucy.
no, like Trix,
Oh,
Trix.
yeah, right.
you-
I forgot. I'm rolling against her. That was advantage, and I got.
I was
Two
just
natural
me-
ones.
Yes.
I'm just merely going to say that Trix alone weighs 20 pounds, which is not a lot, but she has an inventory of 227 pounds.
Which is nothing.
All
It's
in
eating.
bags of holding.
I can
Yeah.
push and drag 1,800.
Yeah, you're not picking me up. I actually
don't
won.
think this is a strength contest.
I
It
just
is.
like to
Wow.
imagine now that Dimblum puts his hands on Trix, and then just as he does it, her mass and density just increases suddenly, and she just like crunch into the ground.
Well, she's also holding like onto the ground or whatever. She's like trying not to be listened or wriggling away or whatever.
What were you going to say,
Trix,
Travis? You've been desperately trying to say something this entire
Yes.
time.
Trix,
Sorry.
put that seed-looking paraboloid. Put the paraboloid
It's now
into
a
the
math joke, isn't
soil. Into the soil on top of the memorial.
Is there soil on top of the memorial?
Oh my
There was a large
It's-
bowl of
Yeah, it's the druid.
rich-looking soil.
Oh, you have a point. And she like hastily like
Hurry.
now with this in her hand, she like stands up because I assumed she was like crouching or something.
That's
and
what
she
Dimblum was
walks-
trying to do, but you were so upset about that.
Yes.
No,
She's-
wrong one,
Nope,
wrong
nope,
one, wrong
Oh,
one.
This one.
Sorry.
Jesus
Be
fucking Christ.
careful, fucking goods. And she like walks over and she like places it on the
Of course she
sword.
would go for
Romanov's
the
like laying herself
attractive
down,
hunk.
and she's just like, oh, who's Jesus?
You wouldn't. It's an old friend of mine.
Oh great, now Jesus is in the fucking infernal crusade, dealing with devils and demons because Dimblum's come across him.
Look, Travis knows that he's not getting a word in unless he forces himself in, because we are, after all, playing ADHD and D.
Mm.
No, ADHNAS.
ADHASD and D.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, we are.
Travis
We- we
is
are-
in
we're
my
playing-
normal situation.
We're playing neurodivergent D&D.
Yeah.
Yes.
But yeah, she does place it in the soil.
As you place it in the
Just
soil,
Attention.
the vines will recede from your arms, and the small seed will begin to grow into a beautiful grey flower.
Now, don't pick
We're
it.
playing AD&D, or
I'm not
Attention
going to pick
Deficit
this.
and Dragons.
Yes.
I'm not gonna pick the flower. I'm not an idiot, Emblem.
As this happens, a small vision will appear above the canticle of Alara.
Oh, look, it's the
Is
lady.
this like we're watching TV now? Is that's what's happening?
Help us, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're our only hope.
For those who stand before me, I offer you the chance. Solve my questions, and pass the trials of my comrades, and you will be granted a boon. We have long since been forgotten.
A spoon?
Boon.
I like to think she actually said that.
Will you?
Again with the riddles.
Yeah,
I-
it literally is riddles. Will you accept the challenge, or must you once again become dust?
Well, I'm down for some riddles.
Why would I need a spoon? You Dimblin
not the
clearly
smartest one.
heard it wrong.
Yeah.
Clearly
No,
heard wrong.
Dimblum, I know your ears are inorganic. Boon. A boon.
Ah,
A gift.
yeah. The gift of life, I assume.
Well,
Sure.
what is the riddle?
Let's call it open to interpretation.
I offer you
It
the
could be the
chance
gift of...
one of 5.
I like those odds.
I'm born in darkness, yet I thrive in light. From seed to sapling I take my flight. In forest steep I find my home. With leaves of green I freely roam. What am I?
Oh, this is an insect of some sort. Is she not saying to the woman, but behind her, like she's turning? I think this
What
is
the
an
fuck was
insect of
that?
some
What
sort.
the
What the
fuck is this link?
I honestly
I can
don't
read
know.
it. I can read it. I
Yes.
percentage 27, M percentage 20. Born
Yeah,
percentage
no, I
20,
can see.
in percentage
I
20
see.
darkness. There we go.
I have no idea how that happened. I literally just copy and pasted something from a handout.
I'd like to say this is a moth, but
But it doesn't
It's-
have green leaves.
Well,
It could have. I'm thinking
Well,
I am
more...
fairly certain that this is supposed to be a tree, but who am I to know? I
Only
I-
thing that
You and your
hangs me
spoon.
up-
I only know the cold north.
The
I mean,
only thing that
I'm...
hangs me up about the tree is that they don't freely roam. But beside that, it fits.
The tree ends.
I agree
Could
with...
it be a tree ent?
I agree with... Oh, you've never seen a Romanos sleepy. I agree with Moneybags. It's...
No.
Oh no,
Yeah,
don't.
it's-
Because
do
you
you
say that, all I
agree
see,
with
all I
the
see
little
is
one?
Spyro. The instant you say Moneybags, all I see is Spyro.
It's probably...
Yep.
It's probably
excuse
a
me, what did you call me?
Tricks.
Sure.
Oh, so I
Row,
am.
row your boat, Romanov. But keep going.
I am
So
never
I
money
am
bags. I have
Moneybag.
nothing.
I 21 deception to call you Moneybags and then call you Tricks afterwards like nothing happened.
Okay.
Well, I can't beat that.
You can't?
for any
Well, I
insight?
can. Well, if I crit roll insight, which I not failed, no.
Okay,
I
you're fine.
wholeheartedly believe
Oh,
you.
yeah, okay.
You wholeheartedly believe that you heard wrong. You heard
Yes.
wrong. That's all you believe.
I heard wrong. It's my fault. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Aaron. I
Yeah,
heard
the
you
only
wrong.
reason I said is just because by our rules, a nat 20 means it's a 31. So if you could roll a 31 or higher on insight, you would actually see through it.
Or not rolled.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
So Dimblum could have actually seen through that.
I probably
I-
also could.
I just no, it's just I'm agreeing with Trix here. It's probably a creature. Leaves and feathers could be the same thing. A moth can be green, but
Or a butterfly
No.
of some sort, then. Because
Perhaps a
my
butterfly.
thinking was from seed to sapling, I take my flight. Like, they can't fly, or like butterflies and they are caterpillars to begin with. And then they
Well,
sprout
how
wings
about
and
a
can fly.
parrot? How about
you're so
oh,
overcomplicating this.
but you what was it you got hit by when we were crossing that low flying parrots? Yeah, they've got green wings.
I
Bring up the
still
low-flying
think
parrots.
it's
That'll
a
help you.
tree.
Well, Promenar, Trix, this is not normally my strong suit, but there are some seeds that do fly on the wind with leaf-like. I'm not even sure what to call them, but there are those
Okay.
spirally seeds that float and fly.
Is it a dandelion?
I think this is just trees or a forest.
Dandelion.
Yeah, I mean, you might be completely right.
Perhaps.
I'm not much of a botanist, so I wouldn't know, and I don't know how specific the lady wants us to be.
I say dandelion seeds.
I say a
Or
forest.
dandelion. Or a forest, yeah.
I like that. You just see a Romanar like stretching back out onto the rocks, like I'd like to see. Try it. I like it. I like your idea.
I'm gonna try that one. I'm normally terrible at these, but I kind of like this idea, so I'm gonna step forward and simply say, I believe the answer to this would be a forest.
Your logic bears much to be desired.
I did say I was bad at these.
But as in life, nature shall grant chance once more. For I am tall and strong, yet I bend with grace. In cycle of life I find my place. From acorn small to mighty oak, I stand as a symbol of nature's cloak.
I mean, it's a tree.
Well, yeah, I was gonna say that this sounds like a tree.
It's a tree. Lady, it's a tree.
It's a tree. I agree with her. And it's not often I do that.
Your knowledge, like the tree, branches. I
I really missed the forest for the trees.
Romanar gives Hattie the smuggest look Hattie has ever seen.
I ask you once more. I dance upon the breeze with gentle sway. In fields of gold I spend my day. From dawn till dusk I drink the sun. My petals open, my work is done.
A flower.
Yes, this has to be a flower.
No, a sunflower. Golden fields. And they turn to follow the sun during the day.
So is every plant.
Is this Smurfblomst we're talking about now?
No,
Swordseeker.
Swordseeker.
Ooh. Yeah, sunflower.
It's right in the name.
Yeah.
Okay.
I said sunflower, and she went, "Oh, what do you even call it in English?" She's talking about like a little dandelion. She's talking about
Yeah,
dandelion.
No, it's not
dandelion
dandelions
and
because they are
löwepalm.
furry. Yeah, that's Löwepalm. I'm a Smurf. You know the one you put on it and do you like
It's
better?
little, yeah, it's a
Buttercup.
little.
It's a buttercup.
Is that what you call
Yeah,
it?
probably
Yeah, we
buttercup.
call.
We call it
Yeah,
buttercups.
we call it butterflower.
Yeah, buttercups.
Yeah, butterflower.
They used to do this thing when we were kids that they would take a smørblomst and they would hold it under your chin, and because of how light works, it would make your chin look golden.
Yeah.
And they'd say that if your chin turned yellow or golden, you liked butter.
Yep.
And of course it did that on everyone.
Yeah, same.
Because
So
everyone
everyone
likes
likes
murder.
murder.
But then someone would do the same thing, but they would pick up a dandelion, and the thing is, dandelions they pop really hard if you put your thumb to them. So they go, "Oh, check this out," and they'd try and do the same trick, and they just pop it into your
In
face.
your face.
I love that that translates so perfectly.
They do that in England as well.
Yep. Exactly.
Is this an American thing as well, Travis?
Well,
To pop
not in my circles.
dandelions in people's face?
Also, I don't think they have those flowers in California, or not the same species of them.
Yeah, we may just not have the same flower. We have sunflowers out here. The two prominent ones are sunflowers and the California poppy.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I think this is a dandelion only thing you can do. I've tried to do it with other types of flowers, but I think it's
You
a
have some
dandelion thing.
dandelions, yeah.
Yeah, it's just
Yeah,
dandelions
it-
are a huge like spring thing for us in Norway. So that's
Okay.
why the
Yeah.
culture arose, because we know spring has started when the dandelions pop up.
That's very fair. So, is it a sunflower?
Oh, yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that you guys' final answer?
I think sunflower.
You have chosen wisely. I'm gonna be honest with you, it's just a fucking flower. You put way too much thought into it.
I
Oh,
mean,
Jin
you
was just
should
a flower.
know that by now.
It's because I made them so hard previously. You're like, no, it has to be this difficult still.
No, we make them harder than
Oh
they
yeah,
need
you
to
absolutely
be.
do. Yeah, I make them hard enough, and you just don't help yourselves.
Absolutely.
To be fair, the
not.
track record has been fairly complicated on these.
I mean, yeah. I'm silent.
What is it?
There-
Oh. No,
I'm
There are
silent
times
and-
Alex just
Shut
goes
up.
like, "I want you to
Shut up!
recite stanza number 4 from this Shakespearean verse," and then other times he's like, "What color is
a rock?"
yellow butterfly?"
Yeah. I like to keep you on your toes. I'm silent and still beneath the earth's embrace. In darkness I await my space. With patience true I slowly rise, a beacon of hope 'neath open skies.
Roots.
Rocks or roots?
Rocks.
Mushrooms.
Well, it can be
Why?
rocks.
Why would a rock?
No, I totally agree
Why
with
would
you.
a rock slowly
Roots
rise?
is the better answer. I agree. I'm sorry.
I mean, yeah.
mountains do rise slowly over time.
That's
Many-
Yeah, that was
not
my thing.
the same thing. This is clearly been tree or flower related. Why would it?
Yeah,
I would
no.
like to say this is the trial of growth.
Yeah.
Well,
It is probably not
let's say
mountain
roots.
related.
Forget rocks. Let's do roots.
I'm with you on roots.
Yes. I
Roots.
answer root.
You have chosen poorly.
Wait, is it mountains? Trix
No,
looks
I
up at
doubt
this
it's
woman.
mountains.
No. The actual answer is a sprout.
Ah.
Oh,
Fine.
I am the giver of life, the sustainer of all. In forests lush, I heed nature's call. From roots below to branches high, I spread my arms and touch the sky.
I mean, again, this just sounds like tree.
Not
They
everything's
all
a fucking
sound
tree.
like tree.
This is not Groot.
I get the strange feeling to say the name Clarence. I don't know why.
Clarence like trees.
I do not know if this is specifically it, but this does sound like Yggdrasil.
It could be.
Perhaps.
I
don't know
still
if that's too
think
specific.
this sounds. I still think this sounds like a mountain.
This
You
branches
No.
stretching to the sky sounds like a mountain.
I don't know what
Well,
mountain
He
is in
Yeah.
that.
said that the first one sounded like a moth.
That
I'm
is
not
that is valid. I was at least fairly
a
close.
judgment on these.
Somehow, how did you get all of the other ones so correct? And anyway,
I am. I just.
no, previously,
This is-
earlier today.
Let's
Wow.
not be silly here, Trix. Let's not be silly here.
Alex, could you paste it in the chat because I don't remember what it was.
Oh, sorry, I thought I had done already. My fault.
You had
No,
no.
you have.
How dare you?
No, I haven't.
Thank you.
You can
Life
see
is
we all
terrible.
have 3-second memory.
Oh! 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 I know
Someone
it.
stabbed him.
Wait, I read the other
It's
one.
water.
That's why I
It's
thought.
the rain.
Yeah, I was gonna say this has to be water.
It was giving me very
Because it goes,
watery vibes.
it soaks into roots below, and it rains onto branches high. It heeds nature's call. The water cycles due to weather, and it touches the sky. It rains. It comes from the sky. It goes into the clouds.
I am
It has
down
to
with
be
Yeah,
that.
water.
Just say
Down with
water.
that. Is that what they say?
It
Maybe
has to
it's
be
water.
Water. Yeah, I'm
don't
agreeing
know
with
why
her
a
again.
Romanov specifically says the word water in an Australian accent, but she does.
Is that your answer then?
Yes, water.
Yes.
You chose poorly, but have enough
Shit.
knowledge to advance.
What was the answer?
A plant.
Yeah, what was it?
Huh?
A plant.
Ugh.
You are thinking so far out.
I
That's
actually
so
think water
vague.
is
I
but
agree that water is a very good answer for it, but plant.
no, but like I was going to argue the answer to the question because water is a better answer to the question than
Argue,
Simply
argue
because-
all you want. It's not the right
a
answer.
mausoleum.
Simply because giver of life and sustainer of all. That's why I got hung up on water.
I mean, I do agree water would be a good answer, but it's not the right answer.
Yes.
It's good
And you
enough.
can't argue with whatever is unfolding in front of you. They can't answer.
The image of the individual will fade from view, and the flower will sprout more blooms. This time, bright green, as the grave bloom dies.
Still don't
Well-
do it.
I
This
am
is
not
telling
gonna pick
me-
flower.
So this is telling me that the two other cones,
Paraboloids.
paraboloids, will wake the other statues up,
And I will
and we'll have
take
to
one
do another.
paraboloid.
And I'm not even addressing Dimblum, just hey-hoing through this, and we'll probably face us another trial. Romanov's ability checks right now are at disadvantage, so she probably doesn't have the perception to see that Dimblum has just gone ahead.
Yeah, where Dimblum grabs a seed, once again the vines and that will start sprouting all over his arm.
Is it vines again?
Vines and leaves, yes. Did you expect it to be
So
something
should I go-
different?
I was
Only
expecting
one of them was a
earth from
druid.
this and books from that.
Earth and books, where did that come from?
Does he hold the book in the picture?
I mean, like,
Yeah,
it does, but
and there's a earth golem that returned to earth here.
okay.
Or so, as far as we know.
As far as you
far
know,
as we-
yes.
Oh yeah, so is that the same effect? Was we just lucky by picking the first one, or do you think they work the same no matter what? He says
That's a
as
good question.
vines and leaves grow
I
on
think
him.
I think you have your answer. That's very druidy, that one as well.
Then
I think
should
perhaps
we go back to the druid one then?
I think
Just
perhaps
put
the
it
druid
on-
made these.
Yeah,
Put it where you
probably.
choose.
Just because you just guessed on that one, and that it could have been anyone's. Just try and put it somewhere else.
I will
Ah,
put it.
I've never
yeah.
felt this way before. Is this what it's like to want to sleep?
I would
Alex,
not know.
I have a question for
Look a
you.
little bit
Yes.
tired.
I'm going to write it to you, but I do need answering
There-
to it.
Dragons sleep, right? You don't just meditate.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
I've never felt that. I've always been. I slept a lot because I used to think I was half elf. Now I don't know what I am, so I stopped sleeping altogether,
No,
and
I'm
I don't
something else.
actually. And I don't really get tired ever. I just need a few hours to just, connect with the world. But now I'm so. Is this what being tired and sleepy feels like? 'Cause I
Probably.
just want to close
I
my eyes.
So wish I
We
had
will-
sleep as a spell right now.
I think we could rest in a little while. Let's finish this and
Please.
then figure out what we are doing.
This is the first time Romana has gotten levels of exhaustion before. This is the first time she's gone above level 1.
Well,
I-
am placing this one over here, and you can just lie down and relax if you want.
No, that's what I'm doing. She has laid down along the like rock thing, but
Mhm.
she is just like sitting there like following what you guys are doing and answering the questions. But you can tell that Romana is pining for a good I was about to say wank, for a good sleep.
For a good one. We need that stress
Probably both.
relief. Oh well, I'm putting it here to the earthen thing that we don't know what is. Do I die?
And it says salutations. Congratulations on your purchase of a Joy 3000.
I just
We are
joined the
trying to reach you
pyramid
about your car's
scheme.
extended warranty.
I'm just enrobed in a pyramid scheme now.
Congratulations
I have
on
to
your
go
purchase.
sell.
Congratulations on your purchase of a 2023 Subaru Outback.
And now how to go sell cones to other people.
You press the seed once more into the canticle, and a small flower will grow once more with a grey hue to it.
I like that flower. It's pretty. It's a bit colorless, but you know, it's almost as tasteless as money bags.
You don't ever see a grey
That's a
flower.
funny
It's
one.
actually
Now,
rather
I
nice.
am-
money bags.
I am eyeing you.
Because
Jesus Christ, what are my
money
deceptions?
bags.
You don't even fucking know I called you money bags this time.
Wouldn't it be at disadvantage because you have points of exhaustion?
Yes.
Yes.
It's fine, I think.
Still pretty good.
I mean, my passive insight is 19. Oh, well, I believe you.
Well,
no, I don't believe
Dimblum knows I called Trix money bags for a second time.
you. Hmm.
And
My
would
passive
probably-
insight is 23, so I'm just sitting here just listening to it.
Your passive insight will probably be enough to notice that every time a Romana refers to Trix as money bags, her eyes go green for a very quick second.
Oh.
Neat.
It's
Hey. Hey, Trix is rummaging through a pocket she hardly ever rummaged through. So she's like looking, so she's not paying attention. She's looking inside of a pocket you guys didn't know were on her jacket, but it is there.
She's just looking at her money.
As you do it once more, the image of the individual
Thing.
of Farnak will appear before you and offer you guidance. For those of you that
yes.
have awoken me, face the trial of stone, and forever you will be known. No, forever be it known. Sorry, the wording of it's really...
Forever be known.
Forever be it known. As this happened...
You are known!
From the well in the centre, you can hear a rumbling.
Oh, hells, and a Romana will just roll off the
As
rocks.
you do, a massive hand will push itself onto the side of the thing.
Oh, hells, I chose a bad spot to, what do you call it, sleep.
And on the other hand, as a massive Goliath-like creature begins to climb its way out of the well.
Hello.
Instantly, I am going to spend my movement on getting up. The movement that I have, that is.
I was simply holding my shield and readying.
I
guess stepping back a few feet.
wave at the stone thing.
Was it supposed to come with a character sheet?
No, she's got an image on it.
It is a character. It is the full character sheet.
Oops, just close it.
I did
Just
not
close it.
get the character sheet.
I did too. You can scroll down. I scrolled down
say
enough to see
that.
words and then scrolled back up
Yeah,
and closed
don't
it.
scroll
So,
down. Just close the thing. Just close the thing.
Yeah,
I
just
didn't actually
close the
think
thing.
to do that. I thought it was just a handout.
Mhm.
Sorry, my bad.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
It's like, yes. AC of what, you say?
That's now changed. Yes. The creature will stand resolute without moving.
I think it wants you to beat it in a brawl, and I'm looking over at Trix.
No, hold on. Hold on, I'm not sure. Don't tell her things like that. She will kill us all.
Mhm. And she looks up from her pouch. What? Oh shit! There's what? When were you gonna tell me about this giant dude? And she
He
finally realized.
He just appeared. He just appeared. Shh.
I thought you could have heard him.
What, Dimlet? What?
He was
What
not
was I
quiet.
gonna do?
No, nothing. You
Arona
can
will
you
bow.
can beat him
It's worth
in
noting this creature is
arm
gargantuan,
wrestling.
so it's huge.
Aromana will bow and speak to it in Abyssal. Well met,
Because Abyssal's the
Why
answer.
is Abyssal the first choice?
because it's the only thing that isn't some form of Elvish or frog people.
I'll talk to it in Celestial then.
Well met, great guardian. How art thou?
The Guardian stands
Everything
resolute,
else-
unflinched by any kind of thing that Romanov tends to
She
say
she
to
repeats in common just to be sure.
him. Again,
It
no response.
probably speaks.
I repeat what she said in common, but in Celestial.
Again, no response.
Has this thing spoken yet?
No.
And then Aromana goes
Silent type.
in Grung.
No. Yeah, because Grung's so widely spoken.
Guys, this seems more like a primordial thing, so if any of you could,
That's the one I
You have
I
not.
didn't pass my primordial classes in school.
Hey, do you know how to read this?
Convenient.
And he opens the book towards it.
The creature is unaffected by the book.
Probably a little ticked.
Dimlim, what did your side say?
Hmm?
What did your
No, yeah,
side
no.
say? You were the only one over there.
Something about trial or forever be stuck here.
That's really not what I said, but okay.
Dimlim, I
Something
feel
about a
like-
trial or forever be stuck here.
I feel like this isn't the first time that we have failed to understand something simply because of not remembering the words we were told that were quite important. We should work on that, really.
I mean, sure.
That's it. I'm taking the keen mind feat next level.
AD&D, attention deficit and dragons.
Is he by any
got
means doing?
everything else in the chats?
Yeah.
Is the statue doing anything, or is it just standing
He
there?
is literally just standing there.
I am going to get up to, well, he's gargantuan, so I'm going to just step up on the ring of rock.
There
Or
is
on-
no
on the
ring of
wet-
rock. He is standing on the ring of rock.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah,
I'm
the
just going
ring
to
of
get up
rock.
on whatever I can get up on, and I will
You are the
not
brute
as
squad.
hard as I can, but hard enough to be noticed,
What?
like knock on him.
I am casting it enlarge on
Okay.
the Rumina.
This is comparative, by the way. That is literally the size he is.
I think
I
enlarge will do anything.
I
I am
knock on
casting
his
enlarge on the Rumina.
Oh, cool. So I knock on his knee.
Yes.
That's not even his knee. It would be like a toe, wouldn't it? Let's be honest.
Well, after enlarge, I knock
After
on his
enlarge,
knee,
okay.
like here.
And you have advantage on strength.
Which
Hello?
makes it a flat roll.
Yes.
You're physically
Hello?
hitting the creature, correct?
That is what I
Just
am.
like
In-
Roll
in- that is what I am
Initiative,
in,
bitches!
in roleplay. Yeah. In roleplay, that's what I was getting at. Yes.
Roll initiative, bitches!
Can I just ask?
20s.
I asked.
Disadvantage.
Not
as-
initiative.
Wait, no, not an initiative. Yeah.
I know what.
why didn't it roll? I rolled
I
a
did-
26, but it didn't show up.
I'll sort it. I know.
I just want to ask if I can do a free action before we start, because it's not going to be anything towards the creature. But as a Romana knocks on the knee and this thing probably starts moving and is about to attack, Trix is just going to pull on a Romanar's cloak and be like, "Hey, I know you seem a big pet, Kish. I have a thing or two for that if you want to be useful."
Not
And she's
right
holding-
now, she says as the thing wakes up.
He will get a surprise.
No, but,
from you, though, so.
But like, if you feel a bit packaged, I have a thing for it, and she holds out like a box, and you can see like some it looks like
I
diamonds
need
to you.
to read
shining.
something, but I don't think I can be surprised.
Ah,
If you're
I think I
leveled
also have
into-
that feat.
Yeah, I think it's either alert or
Yeah,
if
no,
you're a certain kind of barbarian, you can't be surprised.
I'm checking because I know
Also, if
Bonkers
you
has alert.
okay,
I don't know if I do.
let me. You have advantage on initiative rolls. Also, if you are surprised at the beginning of combat but not incapacitated, you can act normally on your first turn if you enter a rage before anything else.
So you
So I
have
need to
to.
rage first.
Hattie, do you have anything to prevent?
No, I have observant on Hattie, which means I can read lips and all that stuff. So
Means you're a sneaky bitch.
it was Bonkers I was thinking of that can't be surprised
Okay, so
Yeah,
he's
alert.
gonna
because he's too wiry.
right. He's gonna hit every single one of you anyway. So,
Well, then I would.
I was standing there, full shield up, so I'm kind of maybe
I
not
will
surprised.
I
I'll
will
leave
give
that
you
up
a
to you.
+1 to AC. Seems fair because you are shield up. So,
Yeah, I was very ready for something to happen.
but all of you are still gonna potentially get hit. So,
Okay.
I'll roll different hits for each of you. Oh, hold on, that's not helping me. No, ignore that.
Okay.
There we go. First one. Let's go in initiative. Let's Dimblum first. 23.
Does not hit.
Okay. Aromanar. 31.
Does hit.
Okay.
I would like to spend a reaction. And Silvery Bob's that, please.
$14.
Does not hit.
Hattie. 18.
Does not hit.
Tricks. 17.
Does not hit.
I'm running really badly considering I have a +13 to hit.
Yeah.
Right,
Like 17 is the only thing that you could have rolled that was not gonna hit me.
right.
We are getting very lucky right
I
now.
am, but I get to do it twice because I have 2 slam attacks as one action. So.
Yep.
Dimblum. 25.
No.
Aromanar.
And then comes all the bad rolls.
19.
Does not hit.
What is going on? 23 to Hattie.
Nope.
Oh, fuck off. Tricks. I need to hit 23.
I just got armor and a better shield. I'm good.
Yeah, Trix
lost,
Trix
I
has
hit
actually Trix has actually gone down in AC from 19 to 18. I don't know why, but
Probably unattuned to something.
I hit someone.
Probably.
Yay.
Ring of.
Yeah.
Did you take the ring of protection
Trix
off?
takes 14 points of bludgeoning
Yes.
damage.
So 7.
so 7 then.
I'm slightly sad now.
Yes.
So then we return to normal.
Did you just make him bigger?
No, I didn't actually.
Yeah.
Dimblum. I entered his HP into my token.
Dimblum would like to rage.
How interesting.
You never do it.
No, you never rage, so I'm surprised that you are raging.
Yes, I am embracing barbarian a little
Because now
more
you
than
can't
normal.
cast spells, but hey.
I mean, who needs spells anyway? We have
I do.
stated the
I do.
5.
Yeah, it's the 2 spellcasters. The 3 spellcasters, actually.
Everyone else.
Yes. Okay, right. I just need to read something real fast here.
In the interim, how awesome is his artwork? I love it.
It's really cool.
It looks really old.
It is. I will then spend my movement to be within 5 feet of Hattie and Trix, and while I'm raging, it will give you advantage on melee attack rolls against this creature if you're 5 feet within
Oh.
me. Which would not help this party at all, because you're all spellcasters.
I do the tiniest bit of melee, but not very
Yeah.
well. So probably not.
I will then like to... where is it? Can't I? Oh well, I would like to try to hit it with my very new fancy maul.
Go ahead. Arcandine.
Does a 40 hit?
Yes, it does. Lars, I'm going to be honest with you. You can't not hit it.
Yay! Wonderful.
I was like, what? 25?
Uh-huh.
What kind of damage? Bludgeoning?
It's It's 24 bludgeoning and 6 force. Bludgeoning, and then 3 points of fire.
Oh, thank
Because
you.
gauntlets.
You
I don't like it when you say.
Take a lot of damage. Doesn't seem to take much into it. So
It doesn't seem to take much into which one of them.
the bludgeoning.
I
Oh,
mean,
So the
Yeah,
force
that
and...
makes sense.
Oh.
Oh, excellent. Everyone takes 6 force damage as the creature
Okay.
reflects Dimblum's spell.
it's not a spell.
Dimblum's effect. Sorry. Oh no, it's just at Dimblum. Sorry.
Okay.
Everyone
Just-
takes 6 health back.
Yeah, just at Dimblum. I'm just hitting
Yes.
Dimblum.
Hurry! We
that
need it.
doesn't matter. That doesn't really matter for me.
It matters to me.
Not happening
6
again.
HP is a lot.
No, it isn't.
Says the one with like 300.
6 HP is a significant fraction of my health.
I shall then
1%. What?
shall then
Wizard.
hit again.
Okay. I mean, you just roll the damage at this point.
No, I like the big numbers, and I want to crit.
I feel like the big number is. It is valid. I do understand wanting to see the big number.
What is a 41 for you? That's a 16. Jesus.
I still don't.
It's 18 points of bludgeoning, 15 points of force, and let me see. Another 3 points of fire.
Okay, nothing happens this time.
Oh,
Does the bludgeoning and force seem to have an impact?
The force seems to have no impact, and the fire seems to have no impact, but the bludgeoning seems to be making tiny dents.
okay. I guess.
He's marginally cracked up.
I spent movement, I spent rage, I spent attack. That's me done.
That's him spent.
Yes, I am spent.
Romanar, speaking of spent,
Yes. I shouldn't cast any concentrations because I have
no
Bad.
ability
To
to
live.
concentrate.
no ability to concentrate. Also, the fact that I did state last session that if anything happens, Aromanar is at all times activating Aromanar's arcane wings. And so my concentration is spent on that, which I will use in a combination of disengage and fly. So I will spend 1 action to disengage and 1 action to fly. What I know my speed is halved. I just need to double check what my flying speed is.
It's equal to your movement, isn't it?
No, I gain
higher?
higher flying. I gain a higher flying speed than my movement, just based on spell level and
Okay.
what other creatures of the
Oh.
level would have in flying speed. I made a set flying speed, but that would be
Okay.
halved. Yeah,
I
so it's,
do
it's,
keep
80, it's 80
forgetting-
feet. It's 80 feet of flying speed, which becomes 40
40.
feet. But
I do keep forgetting that I'm supposed to add +3 to my attacks.
the rage.
You
To
have
the
plus
damage
25.
through rage.
Do you really need that?
No, it's to the damage.
What,
It's
too,
to the bludgeoning.
too late now.
Yes.
Is that you done?
Here is me done with my movement and my action. Bonus action? Oh. Oh.
Oh.
I didn't realize that spell is a bonus action. Would you look at that? Oh, it's concentration. Shit. Oh, if that wasn't concentration, I would have cast it right now. No, I can't. It's 9th level. Never mind. That is me done.
Okay.
So many.
Thorim.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, I've affectionately named him Thorim. I don't
There
know why.
we go.
It's all right.
He's gonna do 2 slam attacks again. So, Hattie, is that 30 gonna hit you?
30 does.
Excellent. Dimblum, a 26 doesn't hit you.
No.
Tricks, a 16 does not hit you.
I
No.
will be honest and say that the only way you can hit me is with a 19 and above.
Okay. So Hattie, you will, however, take 26 points of bludgeoning damage as he slams his fist down on the floor.
Why am I resistant to bludgeoning? Oh, the armor I have.
Who isn't
So-
resistant to bludgeoning at this point?
13.
Is everyone resistant to bludgeoning?
Apart
Not
from
a Romana.
We should get a Romana to be resistant to bludgeoning.
I have
Yes.
no resistances. I only have 2 immunities, and it is sleep and fire.
Which at the moment for you is insomnia.
You can't sleep even if you
Right.
want to.
He'll try and do so again. So Dimblum is a
No.
miss. Hattie 22 is also a miss. Tricks,
Correct.
32.
Yes. The only roll that could have hit Dimblum. Of course it goes to me.
It's 23 points of bludgeoning damage. So he has 1.
Oh no.
He will also use his Earthquake Pulse. Can everybody please make a strength saving throw? And I mean everyone.
Yes.
I'm not on the ground.
No, it's irrelevant. It's 30 foot high as well, so...
Yeah, I'm failing. I have rolled so many nat ones today.
I
Oh.
will, in fact.
What was it? A strength saving throw?
Yes.
I will spend the advantage from Silvery Barbs, and I will give it to Trix. Trix, you may roll that with advantage.
Yeah, that's not better.
It's technically better.
Slightly better.
I will tell you that Hattie and Dimblum succeeded, but
Oh,
you will
yeah.
still take half
Hooray!
as much damage. However, if you failed, you will take the damage, and you will also be knocked prone.
Even if I'm flying?
Yes, you will be knocked out of the sky.
Shit.
I will say, except Grix, who I believe still has freedom of movement up, from when I cast it earlier.
True, Tricks
Oh!
does have freedom of movement.
I think that prevents you from being knocked prone. Let me double
Yeah,
check
it
the
does.
spell.
Yeah, it does.
I think it does.
So
It's from being incapacitated, I know for sure. Can't be paralyzed or restrained, and your speed can't be magically reduced, and you're unaffected by difficult terrain, so you could still be knocked prone.
So Romana, this is your damage roll.
Oh, okay.
40 points of bludgeoning damage.
But
That-
now you're hidden behind this.
Yes. Oh, I also need to calculate your full damage in a minute. How high were you flying?
Only about 10 feet.
Oh, okay, that makes my life easier. You also take 4 points of falling damage, which is also bludgeoning. Tricks,
You should
take...
really get yourself resistance to bloodshed.
Tricks, you take 65 points of bludgeoning damage.
I'm so glad I have resistance. That's 32.
32, yeah. Hattie, you will take 26.
Okay.
I already halved it for you.
I was just gonna say, I believe that's already halved.
So yeah, Dimblum, you will take, I'm taking the first roll, 26 as well.
And
half,
I
and
have
half it again.
resistance.
Yeah, half it again.
That is. Oh yeah.
20.
Oh,
No, so
it's
half it
bludgeoning?
again. Yeah, so half it again.
okay. So I would take some of that back as well.
Yeah.
Because I would have taken half and half because I succeeded and also resistance. Okay. I am very much enjoying my new thick armor.
And I'm going to use my legendary.
You're welcome.
I will use
How
my-
many C's?
Yes.
Trick
What
scowls at
do you
you.
mean you're welcome? That's my armor, you greedy.
Wait,
This
no,
was-
wait, didn't Trix buy you the armor?
This was the stuff that
Oh.
we made from my own scales via
Oh,
Jimblin.
well, never mind.
Uh,
I just assumed I bought it.
I still appreciate the shield, but this one's ours.
Hattie,
I'm sorry.
Rude.
Take it back.
Yes,
I take it back. I take it back.
We gonna do some cleric stuff.
Whee.
So I'm going to cast. Where did you go? I'm going to cast Bless. It's only going to be at like second level or something. I think it's just first.
Actually, first level is enough. Yeah.
I think first is enough to get. No, first gets 3 creatures. I would like to get myself.
Okay.
So I'm going to go ahead and cast Bless at second level. Ooh. So all 4 of us get an extra D4 on our attack rolls and saving throws, as long as I maintain concentration on it, which decent shot at it. We'll keep it up for a little while. And then I'm not going to move. Instead, I'm going to take my second action, and I'm going to try to cast using the Ring of the Dracolich that I have been vibing on lately. Trying to cast, if I can find it again. There we go. Void Curse. So I am just going to target creature. Is this the one I wanted to cast? No, sorry, not Void Curse. The other one. I clicked on, or I looked at the wrong one. Void Siphon from the Ring of the Dracolich. So it is must make a con save. 19, which it probably is reasonably well. So the creature must make a con save. It says 8. Why does it say 18? Because my spell save, I think, is 19.
16.
It failed.
So it failed it. So it takes, what was it, 14 points of necrotic damage, or 16 points of necrotic damage, excuse me. And since one of those was, never mind, one of them was a 1, it doesn't really do anything. It just does that, and it heals me for half the necrotic damage done, so I heal 8 points of damage. And that was it.
Okay.
Don't really want to use my bonus action for anything, though I could cast Spiritual Weapon. I'm trying to pace myself, so well, we'll call that good.
Tricks.
I'm learning a 9th level spell. Please, can this creature make an intelligence saving throw?
Can or will are 2 different questions.
19.
Oh.
Oh, you just saved, but you'd still take half
Okay.
of my psychic scream,
Old.
which is
How did
it's
it have
not
a
more.
plus 16 on
He
intelligence?
is old. That's literally it. He has the combined intelligence of all of the Guardians.
Oh shit! Oh jeez! You rolled a 3. Jesus Christ! This was such a bad idea. Okay, well he takes 21 points of psychic damage, and luckily for him, he's not stunned.
Well, he can't be stunned anyway, so...
Well, that was me 9th levels. One of my 9th level spells. I don't think I can do anything in form of like.
That was not to be mean. That was underwhelming.
That was very underwhelming for a 9th level spell. Yes. Why did you roll a d20?
Don't mind. Don't worry.
Oh my god.
Reasons, obvious.
Because DM reasons.
I had planned further than this.
I was just expecting it to be dead.
You know what? Let's Eldritch Blast him. I haven't done that in a while.
Let's go! You have Hex
I-
bonus action. Do that first.
I don't have the spell hex.
You
I have
fucking
all of the
idiot.
benefits of the hex thing as about this action, except for the spell hex. So no, I can't do that. I am, however, going to Eldritch Blast him, and I do have 4 beams, so I'm just going to roll to hit 4 times, and let's see how many hits.
28, 16, 30,
2.
15.
2 hits. Okay.
Yes.
He takes then 14 plus 14, and is potentially pushed 10 feet back.
He cannot be pushed. He is too fucking heavy. He weighs like
Well, it was
3,000 tons or something ridiculous.
it was worth a try. It was worth a try.
Why would you want it to be further
Why are
away
you
from
still
me?
rolling to d20s?
Because
Oh,
you
no,
did force damage, and if you didn't listen, force might rebuke on you.
Yeah, is
Oh, yeah,
the
I get
force
two,
damage
I get
just
two.
is the force damage just washing over it, or is it doing anything?
Force damage seems to be barely touching it.
Resistance.
See, this is why I don't use Eldritch Blast.
And this is where we end